The emergency session of the Galactic Council convened in chaos. Ambassador Velthar of the Kryn Collective slammed 3 of his appendages against the podium, demanding silence from the assembled representatives of 47 species. "This is madness," he hissed, his translator implant struggling to convey his distress. "The humans are mobilizing their entire fleet. Every single warship, every carrier, every destroyer. They're coming here." High Counselor Zephix, a being of pure energy contained within a crystalline matrix, pulsed with what her species considered amusement. Let them come. One species against the might of the Galactic Council? They'll be crushed within cycles. "You don't understand," Velthar insisted, his bioluminescent scales flickering with anxiety. "You killed their diplomat. You killed Ambassador Chen during peace negotiations." "It was an accident," Zephix replied, her tone dismissive. The Thracian guard didn't recognize the human's gesture as non-threatening. "These things happen in diplomatic exchanges between species with different communication protocols." "Then why," Velthar demanded, "did you refuse their request for a formal investigation? Why did you call it an acceptable casualty of cultural misunderstanding?" The chamber fell silent. Even Zephix's crystalline form dimmed momentarily. The answer came 3 standard weeks later when humanity's armada emerged from quantum slipspace at the edge of Council space. The fleet was unlike anything the galaxy had ever witnessed. Where other species built warships for glory or deterrence, humans had engineered vessels for a single purpose: absolute annihilation. Admiral Rebecca Okonkwo stood on the bridge of the UHSF Indomitable, humanity's flagship dreadnought. Around her, holographic displays showed the positions of 6,000 human warships, all bristling with weapons that the Council's intelligence had grossly underestimated. "Ma'am, we're receiving a transmission from the Council," her communications officer reported. "High Counselor Zephix is requesting negotiations." "Put her through," Okonkwo said, her voice cold as the void between stars. Zephix's image materialized, her usual arrogance replaced with something approaching concern. "Admiral, surely we can discuss this rationally. The death of Ambassador Chen was unfortunate, but nothing," Okonkwo interrupted. "You killed a diplomat under a flag of truce. You called it acceptable. You refused justice." She leaned forward, her dark eyes boring into the crystalline entity. "Humanity doesn't accept that, not now. Not ever. You would risk war with the entire Council over one individual?" Okonkwo's laugh was bitter. "You still don't understand, do you? That's the difference between humans and the rest of you. You see numbers, populations, acceptable losses. We see people. Ambassador Chen wasn't a statistic. She was someone's daughter, someone's wife, someone's mother. She had friends who loved her, colleagues who respected her, and students who looked up to her. And you called her death acceptable. Admiral, please. Every human who has ever lived has known death intimately. We're a short-lived species by galactic standards. We don't have centuries or millennia like you do. That makes every single life precious to us. When you killed Ambassador Chen and refused to acknowledge the gravity of that act, you didn't just kill one human. You told humanity that our lives don't matter." The holographic display shifted, showing Council defense fleets scrambling to form defensive positions. They were massive, tens of thousands of ships representing dozens of species. "Ma'am, Council forces are moving to intercept," her tactical officer announced. "Show them what humanity does when someone we love is taken from us," Okonkwo commanded. The human fleet moved with a coordination that shocked the Council forces. While galactic warfare had evolved into a ritualized affair of posturing and limited engagements, humans had studied the art of total war. Every ship knew its role. Every weapon had been designed with brutal efficiency in mind. The Kryn Collective's heavy cruisers, legendary for their impenetrable shields, found those shields meant nothing against kinetic penetrators accelerated to a significant fraction of light speed. The Thracian Empire's swift interceptors discovered that human point defense systems could track and eliminate hundreds of targets simultaneously. The Zephilian energy matrices, considered invulnerable to conventional weapons, learned that humanity had developed something unconventional specifically for them. Within hours, the Council's defensive line had been shattered. Not defeated, shattered. The difference was psychological. Defeat implied a battle between equals. This was something else entirely. Admiral Okonkwo received another transmission. This time it wasn't just Zephix. The entire Council leadership was present. their various forms displaying universal signs of distress. Please. Belthar spoke, his voice trembling. We surrender. We'll meet any terms you set. Just stop this. You want terms? Okonkwo said. Fine. First, every individual responsible for Ambassador Chen's death will be tried by an independent tribunal that includes human judges. Second, the Council will formally acknowledge that all sentient lives, regardless of species, have equal value. Third, you'll establish protocols ensuring this never happens again. Fourth, you'll erect a memorial to Ambassador Chen visible from orbit of your capital world. She paused, letting her words sink in. And one more thing. You'll tell every species in this galaxy exactly why this war happened. Tell them that humans declared total war not because we're warlike, not because we're savage, but because we value every single life. Tell them that when you harm one of us without consequence, you harm all of us. Tell them that humanity will always stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves. Velthar nodded frantically. Agreed, all terms are agreed. Please call back your fleet. Okonkwo looked at her crew, seeing in their faces the same grief and rage that had fueled this campaign. Ambassador Chen had been beloved not just by her family, but by everyone who'd worked with her. She'd spent her life building bridges between humanity and the stars. Fleet-wide channel, Okonkwo ordered. When the connection opened, she spoke clearly. This is Admiral Okonkwo to all human forces. The Council has surrendered and accepted our terms. Ambassador Chen's death will not be in vain. Stand down and return to defensive positions. As the human fleet began its withdrawal, Velthar's private channel opened again. Admiral, he said quietly, we truly didn't understand. In Council space, individuals are replaceable. But you humans, we remember, Okonkwo finished. Every name, every face, every life. That's what makes us human. And that's what you'll never take from us. The war had lasted less than a standard day, but its impact would echo through galactic civilization for generations. The Council had learned a hard truth. Humanity didn't measure strength in ships or weapons. They measured it in the value they placed on each other. And when that value was disrespected, humanity would move heaven and earth, or in this case, stars and void, to make things right. Ambassador Chen's memorial was completed within a month. A towering structure of earth marble and stardust that caught the light of the Council's sun. Engraved on its base in every written language known to the galaxy were simple words. Here we remember Ambassador Mei Chen, who gave her life building bridges between worlds. Her death was not acceptable. It never will be. Humanity remembers.